Jake's against. Sorry, I'm not going too quick. Right, number 17. Wheels to Wing, section 1. You got questions? So Sarah's happy to move it, and Mel is happy to second it, and Victoria has got question.
I'm just wondering if there's a way in which the recommendations can be grouped so that we can separate out the raised platform, please, on the crossing.
Tyler. Thank you.
I'm asking if the recommendations, I can't figure out which one it is, that we need to separate out in relation to the raised platform, please, at the crossing. I'm anticipating there may be some councillors that may want to vote against that particular aspect of it, but still supporting the signalisation of that crossing. And then the second part is the inclusion of the separated cycleway on the north of the road on the Mitre 10 side. Also, whether that particular aspect of the decision making can also be separated out so that there's the option to support this cycle connection between the Norwest Arc and the Northern Line, which is what this piece of work was intended to do. And it's coming down Matsons Ave, turning the corner to the right and up to the Northern Line. So I'm seeking to separate out that particular part of the decision making, please. And I'd like some staff advice on how to do that.
So just clarification, wanting to remove the cycle lane on the Mitre 10 side?
Yeah.
And so you want to make that bi-directional on the other side?
Oh, it is only one way, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you don't?
Can't separate that out. But in relation to the speed humps, please, if the raised platform can be separated out of the recommendations, and if someone can advise which one that is, please.
Talk to him. We'll just...
Yeah. Do you want me to answer?
Well, no, wait, go.
So yes, it can be separated out. It was added because council put in a resolution for staff to investigate it, so it was put in at that stage, but it wasn't in the original design. The average speeds in that area are about 41 kilometres an hour. So while a raised safety platform would make it safer, it wouldn't. It's not like at the Harewood end where people come off the state highway at high speed. It's a medium speed environment. So yeah.
Okay, so how do we do that? We just put an amendment in for that to take...
Yep.
Don't vote for that bit.
Or don't vote for that bit, so I'm just keen to understand which recommendation that is, because there's so many of them.
Where is it? Yeah, someone's done one hell of a lot of work here.
It'll be included in the layouts as attachment A. So if we can write a separate resolution for that to say that it won't have a raised safety platform. So, yeah.
So doesn't that require an amendment though?
Yeah, it would require an amendment. Yeah, there's not a specific line for it.
Okay, we'll carry on with questions. We'll just think about how we're going to do that. Mel, got your turn.
When we did the Breens Gardeners blah blah, we weren't allowed to make changes. Were not allowed to the traffic resolutions. So it seems a bit different to have a different process today.
I don't know. I'd probably have to pass that to governance or legal for some advice on that.
Okay.
So just to confirm, the 50 kilometre an hour speed. Sorry, the 50 kilometre an hour speed designed platform was included as a recommendation from the hearing panel. So that was what was approved. So that was why it was included.
So the long and the short of it is, because it went in under the hearings panel way back, that's in there. And
the question would be then, do we have enough information on the pros and cons and all that kind of stuff from the hearings panel and hearings report to make a decision today to remove it? That would be the, yeah.
Because you don't want to be going back to a hearings panel. All right. Yep, we've still got a few more questions. We'll get through and we'll see how we're going. Tyler?
Those, the traffic calming, are they 75 mil? The speed humps? platforms?
They're consistent. I don't know the exact height of them, but they're consistent with being able to approach them at 50 kilometres an hour.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're very shallow and rideable.
Cool.
Provides a flat surface for the old people from the old folks home.
Yeah, and it will have anti-skid surfacing as well.
Cool.
Sorry. New room.
From memory, it was the local school that approached us. Was it? Oh, my apologies.
It'd be better if I had that turned on. So it comes down to whether we can do an amendment or not. So I'm not quite sure myself how that works. Away you go.
Yeah, can we just take a few minutes, Your Worship, because I think we just want to be clear about, if we can, exactly how it will be worded. So if we
Yep.
can just with a few minutes with Jacob and the team.
Okay, we'll take 5, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Your Worship and councillors. So, the issue of the raised platform there is sufficient information for you to vote it in or vote it out if you wish. That is your decision. You've got what you need in order to make a decision and consider whether you believe it's appropriate to be in or out. So, and if you've got, I mean, in terms of operationally and its safety aspects, the team can answer that.
Okay, so really it's coming down to, we put it, do we put them separate?
That's your preference?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not really, is there? It's not in there separate though. Oh, there it is, sorry.
Have I got a seconder for my amendment though?
Okay,
It's a move, it's an amendment.
right. So we do that first.
You do that first.
Okay. Do you want to talk to it at all, please?
I think the proposed amendment is self-explanatory. I don't need to speak to it.
Thank you. Sarah?
This is a key way that people from that area get to not just the Mitre 10 with the Columbus Cafe, but through to the mall as well. And so there's a really large residential population on the other side of Harewood Road. A lot of them walk around, and accessibility is really crucial. So this means that it's at level for people rather than dipping down. We know that we have issues. I was talking to a group of from the Disabled People's Assembly and other groups the other day. They really struggle with the number of cut downs on our footpaths and keeping things at level, at grade, for them to be able to cross the road safely is really, really important to them. So I won't be voting to remove this raised platform that allows those in our population who have trouble with accessibility and disabilities easier access to the other things that we all enjoy.
Andre?
There's a signalised crossing going in, and it will be accessible. The average speeds here are already low, much lower than most of our streets. Spending an extra 10, 20 grand here, whatever it is less money that we can invest putting cut downs in areas that have no cut downs and where the streets are not accessible whatsoever. So I just really don't agree that we need to keep doing this kind of thing where we don't need to, where we're already putting in a signalised crossing, it's already accessible. There's only so much money and so many resources to go around, and they need to go to where they're most desperately needed. Thanks.
Tim?
Yeah, thank you. I am an advocate for raised platforms, but where they are needed and where they will add safety. So I will be, as I've seconded Victoria's amendment, and as Andre said, if there's a wee bit extra money that we can save, we can then put that in, or our staff can identify areas where we need crossings. So I will be supporting, as I've seconded it. So speed humps and rises are to slow traffic to make it safer to cross for all, rather than getting accessibility across the road.
Pauline?
Yeah, look, considering that the speed is quite low in this area and there are signals, I'd be happy to support not installing the speed humps at this stage. As I say, it's not, we don't need blanket humps all over the city, but they are very good in some places. And perhaps look at it as a bit of a trial, and perhaps ask staff to come back in 6 months or so and let us know if you think that they need to be installed. Then would be a good idea, because they are for safety. There will be a lot of children crossing here. It is a crossing to Mitre 10. It's not just for the cycleway. And for me, the speed humps, these are not even very high, but a higher speed hump, I think, costs 2.3 seconds of driving time, and I've always said I'm prepared to sacrifice that to, if it means a vulnerable person, especially a child, does not get hit by a car. I think that's the foremost important thing of why we put these in. It's not to deliberately annoy motorists, it's to prevent injuries and save lives potentially. But on this occasion, I'm happy to support the amendment.
Okay, so we've got a mover and seconder for this, and so I'll put this, and it's just the one that's high, number 35, is it? Yeah, that's it, right there. So all those in favour that in the amendment 35 that is on the board behind me, please say aye. Aye. Against? You can't tell the difference with the deaf.
Okay, I'm hearing two different things, so would we like a division or we would like votes against recorded?
If I was the mover of the amendment, can I call for the division?
Anyone can call for a division, so
Anyone.
yes. Thank you. All right, so this is a division on amendment 35 regarding the speed hump. Councillor Peters? Yes. Councillor Fields? No. Councillor Harrison Hunt? Yep. Councillor Coker? Yep. Councillor Donovan? Yes. Deputy Mayor Cotter?
Yes.
Councillor Henstock? Yep. Councillor Moore?
Yes.
Councillor Kewen online? He was a yes.
Really?
Councillor McClellan? Yes. Councillor Scandrett? Yes. The Mayor?
Yep.
Councillor Templeton? That's
Okay, that's carried. Thank you very much. So now we'll do the substantive.
yes, that's right.
Okay, so we've got a mover and seconder on that. We'll move that, which has now got the speed hump out of it. All of those in favour of the substantive? Aye. Against? Brilliant. Thank you very much. That's carried. Okay, number 18, surface flooding program first projects.